Hello students. So this is the second video. So in the first video we have discussed little bit about acid and base. In this video we are going to discuss the salt and the types of indicator. So let us start with this part 2. Okay, salt. So salts are the component which are going to form when acid are going to react with the bases. So acids and base, if they are going to react with each other, so they will neutralize each other chemical properties and the salt water will form. So remember, this is a type of reaction in which two component, one is acid and other one is base, going to react with each other. So in this they are going to neutralize their property, chemical property, and resulting out the salt. So salt is going to form and water will also produce with some amount of heat. Remember, so these are the three things which are going to produce when we are going to add acid and base together. So this reaction can be written in this form also. So acid plus base, if we are going to mix these two things in a beaker, in a glass, in a test tube, so salt, water, these two products, main products, are going to form and heat will also produce. So if you are going to touch that test tube or beaker in which we have mixed these two things, so heat will also produce, that will become little bit hot, little bit warm. So this is the reaction. This reaction is normally known as neutralization reaction, because acid will lose its property whereas base will lose its property. So both are going to lose their property. So that is why neutralization is happening in this case. So that is why this reaction is neutralization reaction. So this is how salts are going to form. So there are many types of salt. Remember, with the help of this neutralization reaction, many different type of salts can be formed. So for first example is common example. This is table salt. So this is the salt which we eat normally in our food materials. So we use it very much. So this is the table salt, and the second one is baking powder, baking soda. These are also a type of salts. Now, table salt, it is normally known as sodium chloride. So the name, I mean the chemical name of table salt is, yes, sodium chloride. So sodium chloride is a salt which produce, when it will produce, when we are going to combine acid and base. Remember, here the acid which we are using is hydrochloric acid. So hydrochloric acid and the base, this is the example of base. Just watch the first video, you will get to know about these two things. So when we are combining these two things, one is acid and second is base, this is sodium hydroxide, metal hydroxide is this. So when we are going to combine these two things, so what is going to form? Yes, it is the salt, that is table salt, that is also known as sodium chloride. So this is going to form. So this salt will form when we are mixing the two component acid and base. So remember this thing. So this is the reaction from where salt will produce. Okay, now the thing is, so acid can neutralize base to form salt and water. Remember, this is the point. And similarly, base can neutralize acid to form salt and water. Both the things are same. So this is also a difference between acid and base. We have already studied 2 or 3 differences. So you can add this point also. So acid can neutralize base to form salt and water, whereas bases can also neutralize acid to form salt and water. Okay, now the thing is, we are going to test the acids and base. For that, we are having some special substance. If you could remember, these special substances are called indicators. Now, these indicators are of two types. One is natural indicator, which is available from the nature, and second is synthetic, which is synthesized by humans or man-made. So these are of two types. So natural indicators are, obtained from nature. So these are of like litmus paper or litmus solution, China rose indicator, and turmeric powder. These are the common natural indicators which are available to us. Now litmus paper, we have seen the example in the first video also. So these are obtained from the lichens. Remember, lichens are the, yes, you can see this is the picture. So we have already studied this lichen in the first chapter also. So these are the symbiotic association of algae and fungus. So from lichens we are going to get this litmus paper. or litmus solution. So this solution is basically in distilled water. It is purple in color, remember this thing, and this is available in two color in the form of paper in our laboratory also. We have already seen this slide, red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. Red litmus paper is going to change red is going to change in blue in basic medium, and blue is going to change into the red in acidic medium that we have already studied. Now the second natural indicator is China rose indicator, which is made from the China rose flower. So this flower is used to make the extract of this China rose indicator. So remember, when we are going to add this uh, China rose extract here in this test tube into the acidic solution, so the color of the China rose indicator, which is red in color normally, so it is going to change into the dark pink. So this will happen when the solution is acidic, like in this example. Similarly, if we are going to add this red extract, China rose extract, in the basic solution, so it will turn into the green color. So this is how we are going to use the indicator, this China rose indicator, to identify the acidic or basic component. Similarly, we have turmeric powder also. We can make this turmeric solution with the help of alcohol, and it is normally light yellow in color. It is yellow, perfect yellow in color, but in acidic solution it turn into the light yellow, and in basic solution it becomes red in color. Remember, basic solution it become red in color. You can do this experiment. You can put a stain of turmeric onto one cloth piece, that will be of cotton cloth. You can take cotton piece of cloth, and you can put the spot with the help of turmeric paste onto this cotton cloth, and just let it dry, and after some time just wash it with the basic solution of soap. So it will become darker, in that spot will become darker. So that is going to show you this change of turmeric in the basic solution of soap. Now there are synthetic indicators which are man-made, which are prepared in the laboratory. So there are two types: methyl orange, which is looking like this, orange in color, and second is the phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein is normally it is transparent in color, as you can see in this bottle. So these are methyl orange and phenolphthalein, both are synthetic indicators. Remember, methyl orange in color, so it turns into red color, whereas in the acid, and whereas it turns into yellow color in basic solution. So this is the picture. So in acidic solution, methyl orange will turn into this reddish color, and in basic solution it will turn into the yellow color. So this is how methyl orange synthetic indicator is used to identify the acid or basic component. Second synthetic component indicator is phenolphthalein, in which normally it is colorless, I have told you, and in acidic solution it is going to show no color, that means transparent, and in basic it will turn into the pink, like in this slide you can see. So this is in the acidic media, colorless, and this is in the basic medium or solution, so it is giving pinkish color. So this indicator is phenolphthalein. So we have discussed the natural and synthetic indicators to test the acid or base. So this is the end of this part 2. In the next video we are going to discuss the property of acid, base and salt, and their uses also.